Orosu Hill, the highest hill in the entire Idanre land. This is a very sacred hill. You can see it projects into the cloud. And it is very sacred to the people of Idanre land. And why is that? Because there is an annual festival tied to that mountain, the Orosun Festival. The Orosu Festival takes place in May, but sometimes in June. This festival is done in honor of Orosu, a mysterious and powerful woman who, according to history, performed many wonderful feats in Ile-Ife after the death of Oduduwa, the founding father of Yorubas. This woman was also known as Moremi by the people of Ile-Ife. So what's her tie to Idanre land? History has it that Orosu traveled down from Ikore in Akoko area, where she met and fell in love with Olofin Aremiton, the founder of Idanre land. From Ikore, she went with Olofin to Utaja, which is in Idanre. So Orosu went to Akoko to collect her belongings so that she could return to Idanre and then live with Olofin as his wife. Sadly, by the time she returned, Olofin had passed away, and the people had moved to a place called Idanre. Orosu followed the people to Idanre, and she was generally loved by Idanre people because of her love for children, despite the fact that she didn't have a child of her own. Of course, with time, there were intrigues, and Orosu became the target of communal hatred, and this led to her assassination. She was assassinated at the foot of the highest mountain in Idanre land.
The topmost of all the hills is the one inside that cloud. That is Orosun Hill. That is actually sacred. They worship that every year. You know, Orosun happens to be the major festival they celebrate here in Idanre, which is done once in a year. By then they will be here for 14 days, 7 days, 21 days respectively. Not on the hill in particular, but on top of this hill.
After her death, the people of Idanre started having problems, and they consulted Ifa Oracle, who then revealed that Orosu had been unjustly killed, and then the oracle mandated that Orosu should be given proper burial and be recognized as a deity, and that sacrifices should be offered to her annually. So the highest mountain in Idanre, at the foot of which Orosu was reportedly killed, is then named after Orosu, and that is why it is called Orosu Hill.
That's the hill. You know now, the secret hill. Knows this part from here. But from that part, we cannot see it. Yes. See the clouds covering it. From that, look everybody from there. So you can see it from the back. Careful.
What do you call it again?
Orosun Hill.
Orosu Hill.
They worship this hill every year. Look at that.
And the festival in honor of this great woman, Orosu, continued to be held annually till date. The people of Idanre climb up the hill where the ancient Idanre city used to stay, that is up the Idanre hills, and then they move close to this hill, Orosu Hill, to have the festival. And then the worshippers of Orosu move into the cloud where that hill projects into. They move into that cloud and stay for 14 days. They stay up that hill, Orosu Hill, for 14 days naked. Yes, they stay there naked, and then when they are coming out, they tie white apron. Both the male and the female, they tie white apron, and then they come to an arena where a large crowd from across the world have gathered to witness the festival. This is the sacred story behind the Orosun Festival. I traveled to Idanre to witness the 2023 edition of Orosun Festival. The grand finale took place on Wednesday, the 14th of June, but I visited Idanre on the eve of the festival, that is Tuesday, the 13th, to witness the preparations for the event, which usually takes place on top of Idanre Hills. So this is Idanre land. Idanre here, that is the new Idanre, but the old Idanre is on top of that hill, and that's where I'll be heading for the festival that will be taking place tomorrow. So, because this festival takes place on top of the hill, it means the worshippers have to relocate to the top of the hill and occupy houses over there, and they will stay there for days, some of them up to 21 days. So remember, today is the eve of the festival. It's the eve of the festival, but yes, we are doing this because people who are going to be participating in the festival are preparing today. Yes, yes. But I heard that they normally stay in the bush for days. Do they still do that?
They will spend after today.
Yes.
But starting from tomorrow now. So they will spend 7 days. So for this part, I spend 7 days here.
Yes.
This will like belong to I don't worship for more than 9 or 10 years.
Okay.
So for this one, I spending 14 days. So I just people and belong to just join the group today.
Okay. They will spend 14 days.
Yes.
So
for this part, I spend 21 days.
But they will start spending those days after tomorrow. Yes, yes. Not that they are there already. No. So, on the eve of the grand finale, I watched as people relocated to the top of the hill. I climbed the hill with them. I saw as household utensils, animals, properties of all kinds, and things that will make life exist on the hill were gradually moved up 682 steps to the top of the hill where the ancient city of Idanre used to exist. These worshippers and their family members occupy the ancient houses which they abandoned close to 100 years ago and bring back the ancient city to life.
Yes, yes, sir.
All these people came from down there.
Yes. And the time I asked them, brother.
The male worshippers have a specific hairstyle they wear for the festival. I was obliged to witness as they barbed that hairstyle. Not every barber is allowed to barb this hairstyle. Of course, not every barber is allowed to touch the head of initiates to barb this hairstyle. Not everyone wears this hairstyle. In fact, I heard that if the uninitiated wore this hairstyle, such person will have a terrible headache that will require sacrifices to heal. And this hairstyle must be barbed on top of the hill in the ancient city of Idanre. Some other worshippers plait their hair with 3 long threads that flow down their back. But those who wear this hairstyle hold specific positions at different levels among the worshippers. I had the opportunity to speak with one of the officials among the worshippers when he was obviously less busy. He explained why the festival was still cherished by the people of Idanre even after hundreds of years when the first one was held.
Please introduce yourself.
Okay, I am a chief of Idanre Kingdom, a personal assistant to Owa of Idanre in time of Olosun tradition. So we are now to celebrate our mother festival, which they are calling Orosu Festival. We are doing Orosu Festival now. This woman is a powerful woman, and by the time we are here, sometimes if some of our children, like 7 sick, so let's say out of that 7 or 10, if that, let's say, for example, is 10 sick, like 6 or 7 will die on it. But when this our mother come, so if 10 people sick, hardly you can see 1 or 2 which can die among them. So it came here. He organized with our people here and started to heal our children and also other people who are sick, started to heal them. So, and secondly, this woman is the person who first of all bring money here. Before this woman come here, we are doing trade by barter.
Okay.
So she is the one who introduced how to spend money to us. So many something like that this woman do for us.
On the day of the festival, I had to take a bike from Akure, the capital city of Ondo State, where I lodged, to Idanre in order to arrive early. I had to get to Idanre and climb the hill to the ancient city very early in the morning to witness the moment the worshippers moved to the hill to begin their rituals and prayers before coming down to the market square where the festival will climax. So the market is just right here in front of the hill because of the crowd that will be coming today. So that's why they set up the market here. Look at that. You can see the market there, and that is because there will be a massive crowd coming to that hill today for the festival. And we are here early. It's just about 10 to 15 minutes past 7, and we are heading to that mountain there for the festival. So that's bright, my man. So how far? What's happening? Are we passing through here? Okay, no problem. I saw the worshippers from a distance where they gathered for the first time to begin their procession. Then I turned back and followed other family members, friends, and visitors to the part of the village where the worshippers will emerge from while on the procession to the
hill
mountain.
where they did the procession. They passed through that hill, but they will not pass here again. They will have to move around. So
I'm going to the point. I'm going to the point where they will pass through. But this is the procession. And I was able to meet the procession because I came out early. You can see, even before I got to that place, they had moved. And I couldn't have entered in between them. The cameramen that were there were the ones hired by them for their private use. So you see, I've met the procession. So they are going now for the rituals and the worship while we go to where the festival visitors will be staying. And that is down there. So this is a different area of the hill, not where people are living. This is
Different place. This is another area.
okay.
That way is another area. This is another area.
This is another area.
This one, that's the same area.
Okay. All these places are the same area. You can see that there is activity around here. Okay.
This way we are going to Orosu. We are going to Orosu before you pass. But there's water there.
This is not where we came from. So here, you're supposed to remove your footwear because there's water there. So I'm going to remove my footwear. That's it. This wasn't the place we came through. We're passing through another place. That's why we met water. And this is a kind of shortcut to where we'll see them, I mean the worshippers, when they are returning. So now we are here. This is the last point we can stay to wait for the men. This is the point where we have to wait for them. And you can see all of us are waiting for them there, the men, the women, so that once they start coming, we will have a better opportunity to see them. The people that came for the festival, the visitors, they are still back there waiting. But I came early, and that's why I have this rare access to this spot. Okay. I've just been told that they're about to come, so I need to get back. At this place we waited for them, that was the place they took the first stop and had a prayer session before moving to Orosu Hill to spend hours in prayers. Not many people had the opportunity to see them that early morning because a lot of visitors were interested in the main festival, which usually took place in the afternoon. But I was there early enough and I waited until the worshippers emerged from their procession. After the brief prayers, as we left, the worshippers took a different route which led to the sacred Orosu Hill, while we took another route that led to the market square where the festival will terminate in the afternoon. We're heading to the festival ground now, right where all the visitors are waiting, and that is back there. Back there, still up this hill. Remember, in all these things, we're still up the hill. You can see they are living, and I had rare access into the ground where they concluded their rituals, and prayers before going for the main festival. So you can see we took a different path while the worshippers took another path. I just heard that they are going straight to the bottom of the hill, the Orosu hill, where they are going to do the main worship. What we just saw is preparatory prayers before heading to the hill. So that hill you're looking at there, that hill, that's where they're going to. So we go to the festival ground and wait for them. We waited for hours before the worshippers came down from the hill. I was sitting on top of one of the rocks on the hill, taking a look at the market square and other parts of the village while patiently waiting for the worshippers to come down from the hill. When it was time for the worshippers who went to the hill to come down, a priest and some other worshippers that did not follow others to the hill first moved through the market square to meet those returning from the hill. Then the female worshippers and new initiates among them marched through the market square 7 times before the men who had gone to the hill finally marched through the market square through a path flanked on both sides by visitors, well-wishers, and friends. As the men moved through the pathway, people stretched out their hands in prayer form, shouting Yeremio, which means remember me. The members of the sacred group that had come down from the mountain opened a package wrapped in leaves which contains sweets, chocolates of all kinds, and then throw them into the crowd or hand them over to those who stretched out their hands in front of them. While going to the hill, they all had this package wrapped in leaves. Inside it contained sweets, not just sweets, all kinds of gifts, including writing pen, but mainly sweets, chocolates, and such items. But when they go to the hill and come down, the sweets which the men had taken to the mountain are no longer ordinary. They now represent power, blessings, and good tidings. So, the sweets are extensions of blessings, and if you pick them, it means you are blessed. Something sweet will come your way. But then, those who did not have the opportunity to pick the sweets also receive their blessings once they pray on sighting the worshippers passing through the pathway when they returned from the hill. The procession by the worshippers from the hill through the crowd of visitors at the market square marks the climax of the festival. After the festival, I waited a little for the crowd to thin out before heading back down the hill. Yet, the crowd, while going down the hill, was still massive. What an intriguing festival!
Attack. You have to send the attack tower.
Minerals, Daddy. Minerals. Bottled water.
John.